Hi, this is Jeff Shelton with Wholesale Warranties. I'm here with David Scott, our sales manager, and we're going to take a few moments with you today to go over the specific coverage on one of our most popular programs. A couple things that we want to discuss with you today is the background of the company. First off, this is going to be a fully insured program. The reason that I think this is very important to understand is no matter what happens to the company, it is going to be fully insured. So this guarantees your coverage through an insurance company that is A-rated by AM Best. So it guarantees that the coverage is going to be there for you when you need it the most. Also, this plan you can take to any repair facility in the country. They'll pay directly via corporate credit card to that repair facility, typically the same day, unless there's a specific circumstances that doesn't allow it. Also, not only is Wholesale Warranties A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, but also the administrator is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, which is very important because that's the company that you're going to actually make the claim with. You can always contact us anytime in the claims process, but the administrator is the actual one that processes the claims. So what I'd like to do is hand this over to Dave and talk a little bit more about the specific coverages under this policy of the things that are going to be covered.
Great. Hey, thanks, Jeff. There's a lot of different kind of policies out in the marketplace today. You've got powertrain only, which is only going to cover the powertrain and the engine. You've got what's called coach only, which will cover all the interior components and nothing to do with the drivetrain. You've got what's called listed component, which will specifically list the items of the contract that it will cover. And then you've got the most comprehensive plan, which is called exclusionary. Now, exclusionary is most commonly referred to as bumper-to-bumper coverage. But in short, what it basically means is that everything is covered unless it's specifically listed on the what is not covered list. So, folks often ask, well, is my water heater covered? Or I have a aqua hot, is that covered? If it's not specifically listed in the what is not covered section, then it is indeed covered. Folks ask a lot of questions, and it gets confusing at times as to what right type of coverage is best for them. And a lot of folks question whether or not it's right to self-insure. And we understand that philosophy. Obviously, the cheapest policy, as you know, is not having any policy at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but we also know, based on the claims that come in, the dollar amount in which those claims are, and the numbers are staggering. They're surprising. We've put a list together of the most common claims and how expensive they might be, which might actually help somebody in making a decision, because paying for something like that out of pocket could be a catastrophic budget killer. And you don't want that on your trip using your coach.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think it's very important to understand exactly what is covered, but also what we'll do is I want to take a few moments to explain specifically the items that will not be covered. Now, one of the main things that I wanted to talk about is some of the things that are not covered under your extended service contract. One of the main issues that or questions that I tend to see is which involves the seals and gaskets. Now, seals and gaskets is an extremely important coverage because you want to make sure that it's covered under your engine, because it's very expensive to take apart an engine and to cover a failed seal or a gasket. And some contracts don't cover that, so you want to make sure that that is a part of your policy. However, the confusion with the seals and gaskets comes to the slide-out systems. Now, the slide-outs, what we want to exclude is the weather stripping. And there's a confusion between what is weather stripping and what is a seal or a gasket. Now, on my RV, I actually cut this off right here, but this started becoming unglued when I pulled it in and out. The glue kind of started getting undone, and I actually just cut it, kind of stuffed it up there. But as you can see, it's starting to wear. Mine is a 2004. Every now and then you might have to replace those. Typically I think the lifespan is typically 12 years. It's a little bit earlier, but you can just tuck these type of things back in, and that's something that we want to make sure that you're prepared to understand that is not covered under an extended service contract. Also, my caps at the end started to poke off. I'm gonna have to put some more glue on there. Not covered. Also, if you notice, it's starting to chip a little bit around the weather stripping. Also not covered under the service contract. Another commonly asked question is whether or not leaks when it comes to your roof would be covered. If you can see on our roof, it looks like it's in pretty good condition, but it's starting to wear away a little bit. Roof would be an exclusion because typically it's going to be considered a maintenance item or corrosion. If my weather stripping or my caulking starts to wear away and starts to leak, that would not be something that would be covered under an extended service contract. There's a lot of reasons why a roof might leak. One of them might be the weather sealing, or also, I'll show you over here, one of the things that I'm going to do is there are some holes with some missing screws in here that possibly could get some water going in inside and out of it. That would not be covered under the extended service contract, or any type of corrosion on your roof obviously would be excluded by this policy. So it's important to understand that before you get a policy. Another thing that's important, this actually happened to me not too long ago, the awnings. As you notice right here, I have an awning over here, but no awning over here. What happened is my awning started to, the actual canvas started to slowly sag, and as I pulled it in, it was getting caught up there because the canvas was actually was deteriorating. And that's just a typical type of maintenance item. That would be a corrosion. The actual material on the awning is something that would be excluded, but the actual mechanics, as far as them sliding in and out, that absolutely would be covered. Now we're going to look at many of the items that will be covered under your extended service contract. Power seats, backup monitor, satellite system, roof air conditioner, dash air, braking systems, stereo equipment, power mirrors, gauges and dashboard, roof air, air conditioning, generator, engine and transmission, suspension, electrical, awning systems, backup camera, freshwater system, television sets, slide outs, plumbing, water heaters and water pumps, washer and dryer, toilets, power step.
Give us a call today to find the best possible coverage at the guaranteed lowest price. 800-939-2806, or you can reach us at wholesalewarranties.com.